Good morning, friend. As yesterday and our previous video, I have continued discussing about the BOCW rules 1998, which is relate to the building and construction workers. Those peoples are involved in the construction site. There are total numbers of already discussed 252 clauses are there, but we are trying to most of clause we can consider, so we will discuss for the human life, and which is the relate to the safety for the building and construction workers. So now today we will let us start the section number. Already I have discussed 39 yesterday, and today we will discuss about the rules numbers 40, which is related to the dangerous and harmful environment. So if in case of anyone ask in any interview, then you can properly explain them. If you are aware, if you are a well assigned and assessments and read the book, then you can properly tell them anyone. So, oh, dangerous and harmful environment. What is the dangerous or what is the harmful environment? You know that environment protection is a separate act. Government has been established and incorporated and established and circulated the Environment Act. So now also considering in the BOCW rules, if you are going to commissioning any construction work, then you will have to protect and protect the environment from the health, from the workers' health, and for the our surrounding the community and neighbors who are living in the nearby the project. So, how to protect? As per the Environment Protections Act, you have to protect your environment from the don't cut the tree and don't uh, disturb to natural resource. Suppose that if you are living in nearby rivers and many things, so you have don't disturb. And next, if you are working in construction sectors, then parameters set suspended particular meters of air suspended particular meters must be in limit below the 50 per millions per million 50 SPMs on at your workplace. And you have to monitoring air noise water test report so that can be avoid the any unhealthy and ill health of workers. Because of if don't have don't checking and don't test of drinking waters, then that may be not that may be unknown and unaware to imply which type of drinking water we are consuming. So that is very important. Air, water, and noise on every half yearly, at least half yearly. If possible, to drinking water must be checked on quarterly and sometimes a monthly basis. But as a monthly basis not possible, so minimum at least quarterly and half yearly basis needs to be checked. And if you are working in construction project, then how to protect environment from the dust, fumes, and noise. So you have to do proper safety measures. If you are using of grinder machines, then you have to process its noise limit as already discussed in the noisy work. So that is a part of Environment Protection Act. What is talk about the rules numbers 4, rules number 40, and rules numbers we will discuss 41. Building overhead protections. You know the overhead protections in constructions building, that is a very crucial part, and that is very high risky work of overhead and height work protection. So if you are going to work above the 50 meters height, 15 meters height, then you have to provided safety net, which is each which is a safety nets parameters as per the safety net specifications IS standards 11057. You have to provided the safety net. Next, in case of your building's height will be increased, accordingly the your safety protections must be installed every alternate and 3 floors, minimum 15 floors. Because of people's working above the 15 meters height, then you have to install the safety net below the area. That is a rules talk about the safety netting and over fall protection. Overhead protection. Suppose that your building entrance, there are chance of incident, chance of falling object, then you have to provide it at least 2 meter width and 5 meters above the safety net should be provided for the human and falling protects fall of people's fall of materials protections in construction site, as well as you also are aware about the fall protections, overhead protections, where is applicable, where is a building canopy you have to, where is building entrance you have to provide a proper canopy. So that talk about the overhead protection and of overhead protections of building. Next, talk about the rules numbers 42, which is relate to the slippery and trip and cuttings, slip trip cuttings, drawing and the falling hazards. Slip trip cuttings, drawing and the falling hazard in the construction site. As you everyone's aware about the slip trip fall hazard is a general and that is a most of place there have seen due to lacking of housekeeping, due to lacking of a safe access and address. So that rules talk about the you have to provide it free from obstructions, access and slippery. Don't do not keep any steel and sharp edge protection, sharp sharp projections, nails, steels, that may be chance of hitting of people and maybe you got injury. And always maintain the dry surface. If you in construction site, if you have observed that there are water leakage, there are some concrete, they are not timely clean up, so that may be chance of peoples may be slip and fall. And also if you are working in construction sector, if expected area, that times in rainy seasons maybe there are over there are full of your expected pit with waters, rainwater, so that times the chance of peoples may be drawing in the waters. So you have to protect how to protect from water, so that area should be barricaded, restricted. In case of any work under the water, you have to provide it proper PPE and well experienced persons who are experienced of uh, swimming also. So that may be that you have to consider in your premises. And also slippery may be chance of poor illuminations, because of lot of many times you have observed the access are provided but there is slippery slip and trip, there are material skip. So each and every access should be free from obstructions, and as well as passage also clean at all time, and provided the illumination so that maybe avoid the any consequences in night when workers are moving building constructions workers moving in the buildings. And to also maintain the good housekeeping at workplace, that is a majority of chance measure of majority of chances slip trip fall hazards due to lacking of housekeeping. So that at so this rules 42 talk about the sleep trip fall and drawing and falling hazards. So you have to aware. And next we have discussed about the 43 rules, which is talk about the dust, gases, fumes. Already we have discussed in environments. If you are using any chemicals and chemicals, dust. Ensure that all dust and control dust preventive controls in your premises. Suppose that if you are talking nowadays, many of organizations, one of the organizations are provided the air suppressions dust controls. So in case of any observe the dust, then automatic fire water sprinklers on road. So that is one of the good practices. Also, I am also working with the construction, working on construction sectors and looking of two projects, and there are also in our premises provided the air monitoring reports, air automatics air monitoring device. In case of air suspended particulate matters above the limit, then water sprinkling on road, that can be reduce the dust controls on site. So that is very good things. Next, we will discuss about the rules numbers 44, which is talk about the corrosive substances. You know that if you are most of work related the chemical. Suppose that if you are going to work anti-termite, and suppose that cleaning, paintings, and any chemicals using for concrete purpose. So, you have the diesel oil chemicals, nitobals. So many types of chemicals in your construction site. If you are using, then proper workers must be trained, and proper storage in cool place as per the manufacturer's guidelines, and MSTS must be displayed out accordingly. The MSTS, all workers those are involved in work with the substances, corrosive if substances is materials, the substances, they all are must be trained in case of any emergency, how they can handle and how to protect itself from the corrosive materials. So that is very fantastic, that is a very good things, and that rules talk about the human health safety. And next, rules number 45 and rules number 45 and 46, both are 45 talk about hand protection, and 46 talk about the hand protections, and 45 talk about the eye protection. Eye and hand, both are very important, because of hand protections. If you are using any chemicals, if you are using any mm, concrete, then you have to use of hand gloves. Sometimes workers are using the GI sheet. Sometimes they are handling wire, or they are handling the junked steel wire. So they have to use proper PPE like hand gloves, and employer must be provided free of cost hand gloves. Those people are involved in construction activity, and which is risky, and which is relate to the hand irritations and hand injury. Now we will discuss about the uh, uh, eye protections. Eye protections is very important. Suppose that sometimes workers are using doing the grinding machines work, doing the welding works, doing the chipping works, using of chemicals, and using of that times the workers are doing housekeeping job. So they have to you have to provided the proper eye protections, head protections, helmet, jacket, safety shoe, everything which is in place. And those people are work on site in building and constructions work. You have to provide it proper PPE, and the workers also responsibility to proper care them, which PPE provided by the organizations. Next, we have discussed about the electrical hazard. 47 rules number 47 is talked about the electrical hazard. You know that in construction site, one of the in our India, one of the most accidents happens most major of accidents happens due to electrical shock, due to poor electrical cable managements and low quality of equipments using, poor maintenance and lacking of safety monitoring on site. So that is a major things. So already E47's rules numbers talk about the electrical hazards. So if you are going to work electrical hazards, then how to protect the peoples from the prevent of any electrical shock, contact with the any contact with the any electricals like panels and uh, life life wire electrical wire. So that is first responsibility to how to work, how to protect our worker and how to protect our equipments from the any untoward accidents due to lack of wiring, due to lack of quality, due to lack of safety supervisions, due to lacking of equipment are not ensure in workplace safety measures, not ensure in workplace, that may be chance of accidents happens. So that sections, that rules talk about the electricals, how to prevent safety measures you have to take on. And next, in case of if you are using electrical equipments, then you have to provide a proper warning signage in Hindi and local language, and which is display near the area, and those people are working with the electricals, those are involved to cleaning surrounding the electricals room, electricals equipment, mechanical equipments, they are must be competent and they must be attend. And protections of electricals power lines, suppose that you sometimes power line is underground, maybe underground, sometimes power lines overhead. To how to protect the underground, sometimes maybe workers use, sometimes maybe people are using the excavators and they will touch the electrical cable, that may be chance of major accidents. So overhead protections and underground protections, we have to identify that area for the this area has identified, because of there is don't any excavated and any things don't touch because of underground wire, high tensions and cable is underground. So you have to mark them. And good quality of cable management, the construction site, there are major Earth's problem is their poor cable management and poor equipments management. So good quality and sound materials you have to use accordingly. The BOCW rules number 47 that talk about the good quality of materials, good quality of cables managements, and proper maintenance, proper fixing of equipments, and competent persons and competent electricians who are experienced, they are must be deployed for the work. And also talk about the ELCB, earth leakage circuit breaker must be checked, because of that is a bone of electrical safety. Electrical safety, in case of any earth leakage, that may be major chance of accidents happen. And also electrical act and electrical rules are there. You have to follow the same electrical rule and electrical act and rules, which is related to 2020 2005, and I think 2056, I think I'm not recalling. So you have to read, and accordingly the electrical act, you have to make sure all work in place according to the legal requirements. Right? So guys, today we have discussed about the BOCW rules numbers 47. We have completed. Now tomorrow we will discuss about the next safety rules of BOCW. Thanks.